There you go. He just rolled out.
Division game.
Trust me, I ain't just say the hell with it. I still got my first and second. If that was the case, I would have let the Titans beat me today. If I felt like, if I was just saying the hell with it. I'm still playing my games and shit, but no. I like the way my team developing. We won't continue that. Give me a couple of young pieces. That's why he begged the Titans for enforcement. He knew he was done.
Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Playing Rich the Bobber right now.
I'm playing Big
Belly. Dolphins ain't even responding to me.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
On first down, Braxton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yo, hold on real quick, because I'm doing that.
Hey, he hit me late, by the way. Oh, come on, man. How are you going down there?
Last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be up at the 28-yard
did it again
line.
here.
Just a 3-yard gain there. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively,
it's doing this shit again. There's no player on the field.
Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
6 seconds left in the second.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete.
6 seconds left in the
pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag. That guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Nope. Ah!
Here we go! AT Gator.
Fuck.
They'll run on first down. Braxton, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing now is Locke.
What should we restart?
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On the ready.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers at the edge.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Nah, bro, he did the same thing that Ants did. I have his playbook, that's what.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down.
Hamilton,
that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant, it works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
That's your team. Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lock to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go one more. Rush in. 49, check 49. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd down, Braxton, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This is Ray. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Chris Conley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Getting off
no
DC.
Run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do?
This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giant side of the field. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On first down, Braxton. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Broncos on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Freeman. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Touchdown, 49ers.
They come out here in the eye.
Come on, hit your name if you
They'll
don't do
try
it.
and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Give me that!
25 yards that time.
Ready. 10-2 start.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yep. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
60 yards. Let's go. Check 3, check 3. 2.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
Do it on my hand. 5, take away 1.
I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will field. And all the way home for a score. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Jones. Caught here by Conley. And they're able to get this one past
every time I play Bigger Valley, my fucking line keeps
First
adjusting.
down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Here we go. 60 out.
Never does it against you, never does it against
Now Leonard Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run.
What the fuck?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Why he quit?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
No,
we hit the 2-minute
it was
mark in
14-7 in the first game, and then And then I gave him the ball back because it was going to be his ball anyways because it was like 6 seconds. And then he quit just now. I was driving. I was up 7-0. I was about to score either 3 or 7 to take the lead and quit.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more.
Where's Antep?
It's Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, right? Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Nah, bro, I'm not running the same shit. I'm doing what?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Broncos are going to call the first.
We can try again tomorrow. What the fuck?
Man, I'm running the same shit, man.
Well, look at it. It's extreme, but one just quit the game. They just started. He's had to reset.
They'll let this go for the end
I gave him the ball. He was up 14-7 first game. 6 seconds left. It disconnected because it did the thing that Ant's shit did. And I gave him the ball. I stopped him. I got the ball back and I restart. And then I scored and then I got the ball back again. And I was driving down the field.
On your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
You put the game out there and score like shit.
And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Now Jones to throw again. Open target here, Darius Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones.
You trying
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
You just mad because I figured out what you're doing now.
He's free going down the left
side. You can't put up 50 points on me now.
Touchdown,
bitch.
Willis.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that blitz coming, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, past the 20, touchdown, Giants. Leonard Fournette, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Going up top. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Ain't your bedroom shoe right here on the floor?
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there. Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, well, I did before, this worked well that I can go to right now.
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Block going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton, but it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Yeah.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Canada's most wanted.
He lost 2 there.
And
it's 3rd down.
Change your nickname to Canada's wanted. Canada's most wanted.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Get you smoke some of this fire, then you change to Canada's.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt.
What do you think about that coach?
And they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Jones throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Check back 21, check back 21. Drop the screen right there.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll run on 1st down. Braxton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13.
See, get off me, just hit you up.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Braxton. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Jones now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for the Giants. 58 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
You see how many times I just saved the Dolphins in the chat?
Point away from getting back within one score. And it's no good.
It
has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard.
I was running. I ran.
It got to be your 3 plays.
I ran
so stretch,
inside zone, halfback dive, and then I ran the RPO thing, but then I just handed it off to my running back instead of doing the actual RPO.
The lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
He's mad now, though, bro, because this is what I did. He's trying to blow me up, and I figured what he did.
He just quit, so it got me a rule.
But I was driving, bro. It's 7-0 up, and I was on this 5-yard line.
You think you got it going, and you also
ready to score again. It's either 3 or 7.
Go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy. Once you get off the gas,
he just quit like that. Like, what's that?
That would be a game of 20 first down.
Yeah, man.
Lock now.
Yeah, man. You might gotta have a committee check that. If he called you out on it and they don't find no proof, you might gotta make him take that for his loss, buddy.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
But I ain't gonna keep telling you how to fight for yourself, man.
They've called his
what you say now, man? You wasn't calling the same play back to back?
No,
that's what we accused you of.
We certainly do. Yeah. But I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. He used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And then he put in the chase. He say you gave him your playbook.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Oh, he just
messed me. He said, play the whole game over. Let's go.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Right, I'm putting in chat, investigate this shit. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anywhere.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Putting that right sideline here is complete.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Yeah. No, you put it in there. Put it in the chat. Say, man, I need another commercial review.
I will.
I'm starting to get a little bit winded here because watching them go up and down the field here in Denver where the air is rare, I think we need to go ask the chain crew how they keep up because they've been going up and down the field and handling this.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He better see it up first if you want to play him over.
On second and long. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Zoo draw forfeit. Hey, Zoo. He's coming. Double up.
Block now on 1st down. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second
Go look
down.
at it. I'm on the 5-yard
From the
line.
34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They're giving those short little routes, tackled them in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing Jones. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. Braxton, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there.
I was on to 17,
afternoon, and the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
1st and 10, bro. 1st and 10. Ready to score.
Who was up?
I was up 7-0 in.
Now McManus for the extra point.
Man, tell that nigga give you his points. You play the game, tell him give you your points. You was up.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Don't go the same play back to back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive...
Oh, my goodness.
Inside the 15.
That's bullshit.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Conley.
But you can't quit on that, though, man. You can't do
number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. The extra point up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So
he mad because he tried to
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little lesson. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And some room to maneuver. And this is taken into the end zone.
Did anybody else see that?
Giants touchdown.
Did he just go ahead and say, can I start
So
again?
they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead,
they
got a lot more than that. Big-time
He
capitalization.
turned the Wi-Fi off.
Hey, that's what he was in the check, but I swear he just got out the sticks.
Well, you know the funniest shit though? Nano was getting under so many people's skin, and they ain't even know this nigga really was living at home. Like, he's a young boy, right? He really used to have grown men wanting to fight him.
This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. Start at the 32-yard line.
They said you can play. They said you can play another game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game.
That was Red.
Look at the situation you got.
Red was saying that?
Defensively,
yeah, he was just timeout.
I said Red don't even get like that. He must be joking.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge,
hit me till he was ready.
Time. 2 long touchdowns.
30 minutes
and that's
ago.
how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And, a crusher there.
Know what he wants.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first down, Braxton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. He's going to loft one. Deep.
Come on, we got to win. I want to win this game now. Fuck that.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there.
He got to give Nano a draft pick. At least a third.
And the Broncos push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
We all 95. I'm 95.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Let's go on and attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We talked about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
No!
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that
What are you talking
points.
about his last game? He's supposed to be playing me now. That
Things
must be
are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the
That's
zone.
That's like the Bills lose next
So
game.
for the Broncos, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Took a drag.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Just give me... Oh, my God.
Oh, Bills playing the Titans. He's probably drunk.
Ooh, baby.
Good job, Hillburger.
Get off of Coleman.
Oh, hell no.
All of your opponent experiencing now. Issue.
Nah. He messaged literally 2 minutes ago, said he had company coming. Can I still play? I said, are you coming like right now? Like, come on, let's ball. He ain't responded.
Well, you see Sunday what happened with me? That motherfucker, I was hitting him all day. He hit me at motherfucking 8. And then I guess he ain't say nothing because Aunt must have told him, like, yo, he been hitting you all day.
Nigga had me cut off another game and switch games. I cut off my Call of Duty right in the middle of a mission and hop on right quick. I ain't just because he finally said something. Try and get through this jump so I can get out there in the field, man. He said he had company came over, he had to tend to him. I'm like, bro, you need to say something that fast? Time you tell me to log on the game? Bills and Titans got to stream up.
Yo, Aunt, make sure you call Booney, man. Make sure he alright later on. You know how you get rolling in his feelings and shit.
Yeah, and we disconnected, so now you're saying we can play tomorrow. Yeah, whatever. We can just play it. Really, it said your connection to your
Nah, fuck that. See, I can't play tomorrow. Because he just don't feel like playing tonight. They don't play the night, bro. That's what that shit is.